curious, have you noticed that when life gets overwhelming and you're feeling stressed, you start feeling clumsy? You start feeling unbalanced. Maybe you're bumping into door frames, or you feel unsteady on uneven ground or thick carpet or on the stairs. And maybe you said to yourself, I'm just getting less coordinated over time. But what if balance isn't about aging? What if stress, that accumulated stress, is quietly changing how your body's organizing itself in space? And there's something you can do about it. So today we're exploring the relationship between stress, your sensory nervous system and its input, your vision, and your sense of balance. Then I want to guide you through a pretty simple somatic practice series that can help your body reconnect with stability from the inside out. And by the end, I think you will think less about fixing your balance and more about creating conditions where balance can return on its own. I'm Dr. Melanie Carlone. I'm a physical therapist, a breathwork practitioner, a yogi, somatic practitioner, someone who just loves exploring how movement reflects the state of our nervous systems. Most people think balance is about muscle, or maybe your inner ear, or maybe leg strength. But balance is actually a conversation between many systems, including those: your eyes, your vestibular system in your inner ear, your feet and input, your fascial web, your breath, your brain and how it organizes it. And when those systems are all talking well with each other, movement feels easy. But when stress starts to interrupt the conversation in all or any one of them, the body starts to get rigid, less adaptable. But why would stress make us less steady? Because protection changes how you move. When your nervous system senses threat, it naturally moves into protect mode. It wants to help you. And the only way it knows how to do it is by tightening. Your field of vision narrows, muscle tone increases, breath gets shallow. The body braces to react. It's useful if you're escaping danger, but it's not so useful for smooth movement through an ordinary day where all of us are just a little too stressed. And when you stay in that state too long, movement gets guarded. So if protection changes how you move, what happens over time to systems that hold our balance when they're under siege, they're under stress? Your internal web is listening to you. Here's something most people never learn about balance. It's not just muscles in the inner ear. It has a lot to do with fascia, that living dynamic web that wraps and innervates every muscle and nerve and vessel all the way into the cells and even through to the cells. Fascia is the richest sensory organ you have. Inside it, these receptors are constantly reporting back where you are in space, what's happening inside of you, what's happening around you. Your body doesn't just move through the world. It's listening and responding to it through this web. And that listening depends on a state of gliding, not rigidity or being glued down. Movement and hydration keep layers sliding really freely and moving easily. If you stop moving or move in the same few patterns, which happens to so many of us as we go through life, the web starts to lose its glide. And when it's stuck and just has a narrow range, it has less to report. And less feedback and reporting back information means less balance. So if a quieter web means less balance, how do you waken it back up? So before we get into that, just notice something. If you're standing in line or brushing your teeth, waiting for coffee, what's it like just to stand on one foot? Is it easier on one side or the other? Do you lock your knees? Are you constantly gripping your toes or holding your breath? Leave me a comment because I'm gathering this information. I'm really curious about the little ways our bodies try to create stability and what you notice about that, because it's the noticing that really matters. So let's explore a reset together. Let's do a somatic balance reset, okay? So the first one, you can sit, but if you can, I want you to stand comfortably and let your eyes move around the room, let your head follow. And widen your gaze. Let yourself become more aware of peripheral vision. Breathing deeply, just let your head Follow your eyes. Go slow and kind of notice the room around you. This orienting opens the nervous system's information. Now, this one can really wake up the web's own receptors internally. So imagine gathering your center now. You've oriented. Feel yourself gather into internal center, your perineum, your solar plexus, right below the throat. Feel yourself pull in and then kind of sit down into your shins. And in that place, I want you to softly bounce, but don't flop. Let yourself be kind of held, sitting down into your shins as you bounce, held towards the center. Every bounce is information coming back up through the system into your body, into your nervous system, into your brain. Your calves may fatigue. Don't grip. Lift your toes. Breathe. That's right. This is one you can do anytime. Before a walk, you're working at the sink, brushing your teeth. Any moment you want to find your center, gather in your fascia and give it a bounce, sitting down in your shins. Now, pause for a moment, and I want you to breathe into the low back, another way to bring information. Put your hands in your lower ribs, fingers in the front, thumbs in the back, and let your lower back ribs expand, coming around to the front and up into the chest. And then lengthen the exhale about twice as long as the inhale. Knees soft, lower back, front, chest, and exhale. And notice as you do this that your body begins to sway naturally, right? You breathe in, it kind of comes forward, and you breathe out, and goes back. That's balance doing its job. Let your hands down. Sit down in your shins again. Breathing in the low back, and imagine a tree in the wind. It begins to move gently forward, side to side. Don't trust yourself. Sitting in your shins, fascia gathered, micro adjustments. Notice your ankles and hips. As we get older, people lose the strategies of using all of their joints. Let's add to that. Challenge your balance. Reach your arm across your body gently. And I'm swaying, I'm bouncing very lightly. I'm in my feet. Kind of starts to look like Tai Chi. Let your head rotate, your eyes follow. Let your eyes lead, your head follows. Breathe. Almost like you're rooted to a rock, like kelp. Let the body move. Breathe. Feel that side to side, front to back, bouncing, fascia connected. Now your whole fascial system, sensory information, is sending information back to the body about balance. Because in reality, healthy balance is thousands of tiny adjustments happening over moments, all the time. Every one of those movements is fascia reporting back in. And the more that you give facility, you give energy to your web listening in, the steadier you feel. It's not about standing perfectly still trying to have balance. What if micro movements actually are the balance? And let me tell you, trust in your body grows through repetition. The most powerful thing you can do for your balance isn't to become fearless and try to overcome your nervousness about something. It's giving your nervous system repeated experiences of success. Tiny shifts, gentle sways, breathing, soft bounces, easy rotation. And over time, those moments build confidence. Your body starts to trust itself again because everything's participating. And when trust grows, unnecessary guarding, the somatic protector, starts to fade because you're in there, you're with it. You're letting it know you're paying attention. So if you've been feeling less steady lately, don't assume your body's failing. It may be a sign you're simply working harder than you need to, and that protector's in constant vigilance. It's trying to keep you safe. And the only way it can do that is by tightening. So by reconnecting with your breath, bringing in your vision, feeling your feet, connecting to fascia and gentle movement, you start to give the nervous system the information it needs to organize itself more efficiently. Because balance isn't about perfection and it isn't about stillness. It's about adapting to what life throws at you. And that's really important right about now. So if you got this far and you've tried this practice, tell me what you noticed. Did you feel more grounded? Did your breathing change? Maybe you noticed getting up on one foot, standing became easier. I'd love to hear your experience in the comments. And if these practices are helping you move through life with more ease, share it. Like the video, subscribe, do the thing that helps. It makes a difference, it really does. I love doing this. So breathe with awareness, be kind to yourself, and remember, safety first, change second, in that order. Find the ways to support yourself internally. Your body will love you for it. See you later, you guys.